If you have a regular savings account but no TFSA, you're literally throwing money down the drain. If this is you, chances are the reason you haven't opened a TFSA is because you simply don't see the value in it, or you just don't fully understand how it works. Maybe you believe you won't be able to access your money easily in a TFSA. Maybe you think you need to have a large amount of money for it to be worth it. Or maybe you're under the impression that TFSA investments are risky. Whatever the reason, my goal with this video is to show you why you should really open a TFSA as soon as possible, by teaching you all the basics you need to know. Hi. My name is Kat and I'm a chartered professional accountant. On this channel, we discuss Canadian tax, accounting, and personal finance, with the goal of helping you keep more of your hard-earned money in your own pockets. Today's video is all about TFSAs. We'll go over what a TFSA is, the key benefit of a TFSA, how TFSAs actually work, including contribution room and detailed examples. At the end of the video, I'm going to share a tip that I wish someone had explained to me sooner. The secret to earning a ton of money tax-free using a TFSA. So let's jump right in. First of all, what is a TFSA? TFSA stands for Tax-Free Savings Account. It's basically a type of bank account that you set up through your financial institution. You can have your institution manage it for you, or you can set up a self-directed TFSA, which you manage yourself, on a platform like Questrade. The TFSA program began in 2009. Its main goal is to allow you to set money aside tax-free. You must be at least 18 years old to open a TFSA. You might be wondering why you should set up a TFSA if you can simply put money aside in a regular savings account. The key benefit of a TFSA is that any investment income you earn within that account, including interest, dividends, and capital gains, is tax-exempt. For example, if you have $10,000 in your TFSA, and you earn 5% in interest, that's $500 tax-free. In a regular savings account, you would have to pay between $75 and $165 in taxes, depending on your 2024 federal tax bracket. If we consider provincial taxes too, a TFSA will save you between $95 and $294 in total taxes, depending which province you live in, on just $500 of income. That's between 19 and 58% of your $500, which is huge. In fact, the more investment income you make, the more taxes you save by having your funds inside a TFSA. So, how exactly do TFSAs work? It's very simple. You make contributions to your TFSA, in other words, you put money into your TFSA account. How much you can contribute depends on your TFSA contribution room, which I'll explain a little later. The money inside your TFSA account earns interest, dividends, or increases in value, resulting in capital gains, and you don't pay taxes on that investment income. You can then withdraw funds at any time, for any reason, with no tax consequences. So, how much money can you put in your TFSA? It depends on your TFSA contribution room. Everyone gets the same maximum contribution room every year, determined by the CRA. Your contribution room starts in 2009, or in the year you turned 18, whichever is latest, and it grows every year even if you didn't open a TFSA yet. The annual TFSA dollar limit was $5,000 in 2009 and has increased to $7,000 in 2024. If you were 18 years old in 2009 and you never contributed to a TFSA, your limit in 2024 would be $95,000. The formula for calculating your TFSA contribution room is the following. The dollar limit of the current year, as determined by the CRA, plus any unused contribution room from previous years, plus any withdrawals made in the previous year. Let's look at two examples. First, this is Tristan. He turned 18 years old in 2015 and has never contributed to a TFSA. His contribution room for 2024 is as follows. The dollar limit for 2024, $7,000. Plus, his unused contribution room from 2015 to 2023, $57,000. Plus, any withdrawal made in 2023, $0. For a grand total of $64,000 in contribution room. Before we go on, if you've learned something so far, please take a second to give this video a like, it really helps the channel. Alright, now for our second example. This is Max. He was 18 years old in 2009 and has been contributing the maximum amount to his TFSA every year up until 2022. In 2023, his car unexpectedly broke down, so instead of contributing to his TFSA, he actually withdrew $2,000 to pay for the repairs. This is his contribution room for 2024. The dollar limit for 2024, $7,000. Plus, his unused contribution room from 2023, $6,500. Plus, the withdrawal he made in 2023, $2,000. For a total of $15,500. A few more important points about contribution room before our final example. First, the CRA will charge you a tax of 1% per month if you overcontribute to your TFSA. You can log into your CRA online account to confirm what your contribution room is. Second, withdrawals become part of your contribution room for the following year only. So, if you have no contribution room left, and you decide to withdraw an amount from your TFSA, you have to wait till the new year to put those funds back in. Third, income earned within your TFSA doesn't lower your contribution room. If your contribution room is $7,000, and you make $500 in interest within your TFSA, you can still contribute $7,000 rather than only $6,500. Last, unlike in an RRSP, contributions are not deductible for income tax purposes. I'll be making a video comparing TFSAs and RRSPs, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, you can watch my video all about RRSPs linked in the description box below. Okay, now let's go over another example. This is Amanda. She was 18 years old in 2009 and has been contributing the maximum amount to her TFSA every year. That means that she has contributed a grand total of $95,000 as of 2024. Over the years, she earned $5,000 in investment income, so her TFSA balance is now at $100,000. Amanda needs this money to be able to put a down payment on a house, so she withdraws the full amount in 2024. Assuming the annual limit will be $7,000 again in 2025, her contribution room for next year is going to be the dollar limit for 2025, $7,000. Plus, her unused contribution room from previous years, $0. Plus, the withdrawal she made in 2024, $100,000. For a grand total of $107,000. Now that we understand TFSAs, I'm going to share a tip with you that will help you earn more money, tax-free. For years, I used my TFSA as a regular savings account, barely earning 1 to 2% in interest, which was a complete waste. The secret to earning more money with a TFSA is this: use it as an investment account, rather than a regular savings account. In other words, invest the money which is in your TFSA into things like stocks and bonds or GICs. This will allow you to earn interest at higher rates and to receive dividends on a regular basis. Plus, if the value of your investments increases, you'll have a completely tax-free capital gain when you eventually sell those investments. So, if you don't have a TFSA yet, I strongly suggest opening one. You literally have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And if you already have a savings account, consider transferring that money into a TFSA instead. At least, you'll save on taxes, and, at best, you'll earn way more money than you currently do in your regular savings account. So there you have it. We discussed what a TFSA is, the key benefit of a TFSA, and how TFSAs actually work, including contribution room and detailed examples. I also shared an important tip to help you earn more money tax-free using your TFSA. That's all for today's video. I hope you found the information helpful. Don't hesitate to ask your questions or submit special requests for future videos in the comments. Be sure to hit that notification bell if you want to be the first to know when a new video is released. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.